All right, Asil, what's the name of this skill?
Invert the subject and verb with condition.
Yeah, but I added some words in red. Can you say that? Invert the subject and verb with
3 specific conditional.
3 specific, finish it, conditional
Verb.
verbs. Okay, there are 3 specific conditional verbs in skill 18. Okay, now not all conditional verbs are possible in this skill. Only 3. You have to remember this. Okay, just 3 specific conditional verbs. Okay, now you guys might be scratching your head thinking, what is the meaning of conditional? Well,
I know.
we learned in Headway Unit 5 the first conditional, right? I talked about it today.
Yes.
What's the basic formula for
F.
the first conditional?
F. Well.
Give me the whole formula.
F.
If
And clause.
plus
Plus noun plus.
no. What the most important thing is the verb. Which verb should I use with if? That's the important thing.
With the verb F after F or well.
Connector if. I want to know which verb should go with it. Which verb should I?
Well,
with the verb tense. Tell me the verb tense.
future.
I say
Simple.
it's if plus will.
He will. If he will.
Is it if plus will? Are you sure about that? Think about the formula that I explained today.
F and subject. And then verb.
If
What is if? If is a connector.
Yes. Present simple.
I can see this skill is going to be extremely difficult for you guys.
I said present simple.
Now you said it.
No, before.
Okay.
1 minute ago.
All right. So what is it? Tell us again, please.
Well, plus connector plus present simple.
Yeah. Can I switch? Can I switch these? Can
Yes.
I switch them? Yeah. We can switch them, right? You could switch them.
I have a question. We can use present perfect.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah. But right now, let's just use the basic formula for this, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's not get complicated. Let's keep it simple as possible so you can understand this skill. So if plus the present simple, guys, this is called the first conditional, okay? All right? Connector, if is a connector, and then we need the present simple, okay? And let's take a look at the meaning of invert. Asil, do you know the meaning of invert? Do you know?
Invert.
Yeah, actually, I used the word invert in unit, I think it was unit 4, when I explained indirect questions. Does anybody remember that? Indirect questions or reported speech?
What's the question?
Yeah. Can somebody tell me the meaning of invert?
Reverse.
Yes, reverse.
Something
Thank
that was.
you. It means reverse.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
What do I reverse?
Subject and verb.
Subject and verb.
The auxiliary, right?
Yes.
You reverse subject with the auxiliary. Okay. Osama, go ahead and read this. What does it say?
This
You know what? Let's
this
start
can-
over here. In certain
in certain conditional structures, the subject and verb may also be inverted. This can occur when the helping verb and the conditional clause is had, should, or were, and the conditional connector if is omitted, deleted,
Oh.
removed.
Omitted, removed. Omitted
Yes.
means it's removed. So we remove the connector, okay? And you must have one of these three. Only these three. There are no others. There are no others in this skill. There are just three: had, should, and were. Okay? Remember this. It's important when you do this exercise. Okay? All right. So let's start with the third conditional. Harvey, can you read the first example with the third conditional?
If he had taken more time, the results would have been better.
Now, where is the main clause?
The results would have been better.
That's right. Here's the main clause. Okay. So what is this over here? We call this one, this is the conditional clause. Okay. The conditional clause has the connector. Okay. The conditional clause has the connector. The main clause, remember what did I tell you? Main clause doesn't have a connector. Remember that? Okay.
Yes.
Read the second example.
Had he taken more time, the results would have been better.
Let's compare them now.
The second is question.
No, it is not. There is no question mark. I just want you to compare the order. Look at the word order and tell me, can you find the changes? What's the difference?
We changed the places of had and the place have the place of have of if.
Well, we don't replace if, we just omit or remove. We remove if, okay, the connector if. Now, this skill isn't for all connectors, okay? This skill is not for all connectors, just the if connector. You understand? It's just the if connector. So you remove the if connector, then what?
Richard.
Yeah. And you know how to invert now. What should I invert? The whole verb? All parts?
No, only one part.
Only the first
Part.
auxiliary. That's all. Just the first auxiliary. Only the first part. We invert the first part with the subject. Okay. All right. Assad, let's try the next one. This is called the second conditional.
I would help you if I were in a position to help.
Okay.
I would help you.
Wait, 1 second. Now, the main clause here, find the
I
main
would help
clause.
you.
That's right. And what do we call this one?
As the dependent clause.
Yeah. Or in this case, the conditional, right? The conditional clause. All right. Now read,
And can I ask a
read the
question?
second one. Huh?
Before I read, can I ask a question about the third conditional here?
Okay.
The second example, had he taken more time, it's correct because this skill allow us use had and should and were. We reverse the subject and verb. But if I said
Exactly.
he had taken more time, is it correct or wrong?
Without the connector, it is wrong.
Okay.
When you remove the connector, you must invert.
Okay.
You must reverse it when you remove the connector. When you keep the connector, if you keep the connector, you must keep the normal order. Understand?
Okay.
Okay.
I would help you were I in a position to help.
So find the difference here between the top and the
He
bottom.
replaced the connector with where.
We don't replace it.
He
We just
inverted and remove the connector.
no. Yeah, that's what we do. We remove the connector, right? Remove the
And reverse
connector. And then what do we do? Switch.
the subject with the verb.
Exactly. Okay. All right. Osama, do you wanna try the next
Yes.
one?
If you should arrive before 6, just give me a call.
Mhm.
Should you arrive before 6, just give me a call.
What's the difference?
We inverted the subject and the auxiliary.
Yes. And what about the if connector?
I removed it.
The if connector is gone, right?
Yes.
Now, where is a seal in this example?
I have a question.
Just let me ask Seal a question, and then I'll answer yours. A Seal, where is
Yes.
the main clause?
Just give me a call.
Yes, the main clause doesn't take a connector. Okay. Now, when you omit, though, oh, there is no connector. So how do I know? How do I know which side is the main clause? Oh, that's the trick. Yeah. Go ahead, Osama. What's your question?
No. No.
No? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, this is specifically with the third conditional, okay? And were goes with the second conditional, okay? Now, this one it's any of the conditionals are possible. So that means first or second or third. Let's move on. Let's go to the example. Why don't you guys give it a try? Right now, I'm going to open the poll. 35 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. Uh-oh, Houston, we have a problem. A, one person. B, one person. D, 2 people. All right. Let's start with the person who selected A. Who did A? Who selected A? Asil? Okay. So Asil, in this example, let's find the main clause. Can you do that?
The report would have been accepted.
Correct. That is the main clause. Okay. So there we go. Okay. Now, if this is the main clause, right, the report would have been accepted. So that means the other clause normally has a connector if, right? So why don't you put if in the blank and use if and complete the clause with if.
If more care in checking its accuracy.
So if I use if, what is more care in the sentence? What is it in the sentence? More care. What is care, by the way? Which part of speech?
Verb.
Sometimes it's a verb, but when you say more of something, you don't use more with a verb. Use more coffee, more water, more friends. We use more with a noun, right? So what is care? Care is not a verb. What is it?
No.
It's a noun. Care is a noun. So we have connector, right? Care, subject. Now we need a verb. Do you see a verb?
No.
No. So unfortunately, alpha is wrong. You lost marks on TOEFL there. All right. Okay. Harvey, did you choose beta?
It's delta.
Sorry, you said delta. So Assad, what about you?
I choose beta.
All right, let's go with you, Assad. So you see the main clause, right? The report would have been accepted.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
I see.
Now, beta, can you see a connector?
There are no connector.
Sorry,
No connector.
there's no connector. What's the rule if you remove the connector? When we omit the connector, what happens? When we
Use
omit the
verb.
then we invert, right?
Yeah.
So what do we invert?
The verb and the subject.
That's right. So you tell me what comes first here.
Adjective.
Okay.
More
and
adjective.
What about care?
More care? Care is adjective.
No. No.
Is it verb here?
I just explained this to Asil. Were you listening?
Yeah, I was listening.
Ah.
But
What is care, Asil? Tell us. Huh?
No.
Here it's a noun. Okay. Yeah. Here it's a noun. You know the expression take care? Take care?
yeah.
Yeah. What's the verb?
Take.
Take. Care is a noun.
Adverb.
Okay. So we
How?
have an adjective, then we have a noun. So then what? Then
Then
after,
a verb.
we have a verb.
Yeah.
Is that without the connector? Can I do the subject first and then the verb without the
No.
connector? No.
No.
So this example is also incorrect. Okay. What about Charlie? You see the problem with Charlie? I think nobody selected Charlie. Why is it wrong?
Because we switch or inverse all the verbs.
Yeah, you
All
do
verbs.
not. Yeah, you don't move the whole verb. You only move the first part. Yep. So the correct answer, gentlemen. Why? Because had is the auxiliary, right? Without if, had comes first, then subject, more care, and then you finish the verb, the rest of the verb. All right. Let's take a look at the table here. Okay. Osama, what does it say in the table?
If you were
At the top of the table.
okay. Inverted subjects and verbs with conditions.
Yeah.
Had, should,
Conditional. Yeah. Conditional verbs. Yeah. Specific conditional verbs. And what are they?
had, should, were.
Okay. All right. And tell us the rule. What is the rule?
When the verb in the conditional clause is had, should, or were, it's possible to omit if and invert the subject and verb.
So it says it's possible.
Yes.
Does that mean it's necessary?
No,
No.
it's possible.
It's a possibility. Okay.
We have to delete if and invert the subject and the auxiliary.
That's right. Whenever you omit if remove if. Anytime you remove it, you must invert, but only when you see these three verbs. You cannot do this with
Had
other
and would
verbs.
and should.
You cannot do this with other verbs, okay? Not would. It's
That's
had,
would.
should,
Yes.
and were. Okay. All right.
Why?
So that's how we invert. Only these three. Okay. Let's take a look at the Al-Arabi. I have here 1A. Can you read the formula for 1A?
Were he here, he would help.
Were he here, he would help. So what's missing?
If.
We're missing the if connector. So because we remove the if connector.
We invert here where.
That's correct. Yeah. And then where is the main clause?
He would help.
Exactly. Now, I want you to read 1B also.
He would help were he here.
Yeah. Is the meaning different?
No.
It's exactly the same, right? Yeah.
Yes.
We're just switching the order, and we learned to do that from adverb clauses. Remember the adverb clauses? Skills 7 and 8. Okay.
That's correct.
All right. Yeah.
Why we put here where he here? Like we switch it, I know, but where we use it usually with the plural.
Very good question. And this is something you will learn in 04, but I'll tell you right now.
Have a second meaning here, yes.
This is the rule that we use in formal English for the second conditional.
Okay.
So in the second conditional, okay, in the second conditional, we never, now people say was, okay? People say was. If you watch movies and TV and things, you will hear people say, you won't hear them invert was, but you'll hear them say this. Read this and Assad, read this, but change were to was. Go ahead.
If he was here, he would help.
Have any of you guys heard something like that before?
Yes.
If he was here, he would help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what? That is informal English, and in the TOEFL, you lose marks for that. Okay. The formula, the second conditional formula, requires were for every subject. That means he or she or it or we or you or they.
I think I might lose marks in TOEFL exam for this.
That's quite possible. Okay. If he was here, he would help. People speak like that. But you lose marks at TOEFL if you choose any choice like that. Because formal English, the second conditional takes were, always in formal academic English.
Is there a skill in the TOEFL about the second conditional?
This is the only one.
Oh, okay.
This is the only one about the second conditional.
Mr.
If you want more practice with the second conditional, you should look in your student book. Okay. Headway student book. You will see the second and third conditional in unit, I think it's unit 11. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Study unit 11, and there are examples of the second conditional and the third. Okay. Anyway, so let's continue. It's getting late, and we still have to do the exercise. So, Can you read a seal down here? What does it say? This rule.
It is also possible to keep if, then the subject and verb are not inverted.
What does that mean? Subject and verb are not inverted. Inverted. What is the meaning? Help Asil with the
Reverse.
meaning of
Reverse.
invert.
Reverse.
Reverse. So what does that mean? The subject and verb are not reversed. Don't switch.
Verb.
Don't switch them. When we keep the if connector, don't switch. Okay? So read the example, please, Asil.
If he were here, he would help.
Yeah. Where is the main clause? Find the main clause.
He would help.
Bingo. Now read 2b.
He would help if he were here.
It would help if you were here. Okay, these mean the same thing. Where's the main clause in 2b? Where's the main clause?
He would help.
That's right. The first part, he would help. Now, I'm going to show you something here. I want you to read this, all Harvey. What does it say?
This example, the comma is not evidence for inversion.
Yeah. Some students, they look at this example, they see a comma, and they think, oh, there's a comma, so we should invert or do not invert, right? They think when there's a comma, we do not invert. No, this is false. This is not true. There is no relationship with the comma, okay? There's no relationship with the comma. All right, exercise 18. How do we do it, Osama?
Circle the conditionals, put an asterisk where if has been omitted.
What does that mean? Where if has been omitted?
Removed.
Yeah, so if when the if connector is missing, put the asterisk there in the location where we normally have if, okay? And then what? Then what?
Underline the subject once and the verb twice. Indicate correct or incorrect.
Good. Assad, you want to read number 1?
Okay. Were our neighbors a bit more friendly, it would be somewhat easier to get to know them.
Now, it is correct. Which look at the formulas above in the chart. Look at the formulas in the chart. Which formula do you see? 1 or 2?
It's 2. Sorry, 1. The first.
It's the first one. So is it 1A or is it 1B?
1B.
Where's the main clause?
Oh, sorry, 1A. 1A. Because
Okay.
it starts with the.
That's
with the
right.
verb.
Yeah. Starts with the verb, so that it is 1A, right? 1A. Where's the main clause in this?
It would be because the clause that didn't connect.
That's right.
Contain a connector.
That's right. And what is this? Well, let's change this example to 1B. This is 1A, make it into 1B.
It would be somewhat easier to get to know them. Were our neighbors a bit more friendly?
Excellent. You got it. Okay. And the main clause, you said it correctly. It would be somewhat easier to get to know them. All right. Number 2. You want to explain, Osama?
Yes.
Okay.
There are plenty of blankets in the closet. If should you get cold during the night? If should is incorrect. We should put it after the subject,
Exactly.
or we can
Or
we can just remove if,
bingo.
and it's correct.
That's right. That's right. And where's the main clause in this? The main clause? Remember
I think
the
there
main,
are plenty.
yes, main clause has no connector, right?
Yes.
So the main clause, there are plenty of blankets in the closet. Okay, so yeah, you are right. Two ways to fix this example. Remove the if connector. That's one. And the other,
And
have the normal, have a
Yes.
connector subject verb, right? Okay, you got it? Let's try
Yes.
this. Let's try this exercise here. Number 3. Are you ready? Let me correct, incorrect. Go. Start, guys. 35 seconds. Five seconds. Oh,
Easy.
everybody
Easy.
got it. Oh, is
It's
this
easy,
easy?
too easy.
You
Yes.
sure about that?
It's so easy.
Remember last night when Rita said it was so easy?
Yes. But
Are you sure? Let's see. Okay, Al Harby.
what?
Al Harby, you wanna
Yeah.
do this one?
I want to explain. Okay.
I'll let you do the next one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Al Harby.
Or the first, I tell the mistake or read it.
Let's start with verbs and subjects. Okay.
Okay. The first verb is has,
Okay.
the first part of the verb,
Yeah.
and enough.
What is enough?
It's adjective.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
not a verb. We only want verbs and subjects right now. So we don't want an adjective or adverb.
Okay. Here is the subject.
All right. Good. Now, what about if? Can I put if in this example somewhere, or is it missing?
It's missing.
Where should it be?
Has place.
He
And
has.
reverse.
He
Yeah.
has. You know.
At the
If he-
beginning, right? At the beginning?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, what do you think, guys?
It's
Incorrect.
incorrect.
Oh, why is it incorrect?
I
Or
have
has, because should and
Has, not
where.
Wait. Let all Harvey finish. Okay.
Okay.
Has, not had.
You got it. Exactly right. Okay. So how do I fix it? What do I do?
Replace has with had
With had.
or if.
Actually,
sorry.
wait a
Yeah.
minute. First, look at the main clause first.
Yeah.
Where is the main clause?
He will take 2 full weeks off in December.
This is the first conditional, gentlemen. When I use will, when I use will, what's the conditional formula?
First.
Present simple. The verb here is present simple. So the first verb has present simple. The verb is okay. That's not the problem. What's the problem?
Is it the second clause? Because
it's okay. It's the second clause is fine, but the first conditional, remember the formula for the first conditional, you have will in one clause. So in this case, on the right side, you have will. In the other clause, you must have a connector plus the present simple. So how do I fix this? Can't You can't just switch the verb anytime, because it depends on the whole formula. Yes, Osama.
Had he had?
If he has,
If he has.
Okay.
You must keep if and then normal order. So it's connector, subject, verb. Why? Because this part over here, he will take. This is from the first conditional formula. This is from the first conditional formula. You cannot just use the first conditional formula here, part of the first conditional, and then here, switch this to the second conditional. No, you can't do that.
Can I say, because okay, I have to use the present perfect. So can I say, had he has enough vacation?
Think about that. Had he has? Which formula is this?
Okay, it's like a question.
Had.
Okay.
Remember, when you have the auxiliary, then you need verb 3, right? Had, have, has, or had plus verb 3. You can't say had he has.
Had he had?
Had he had is possible. Yeah.
Okay.
but
Except the problem, again, the problem here is
yes,
The
the
formula.
first conditional formula.
it doesn't match.
The two clauses don't match. If you put had he had, then it doesn't match with the first conditional. Okay.
Okay.
This is why you guys need to study the formula for the second and third conditional. Then you will understand it better. Okay. Let's try another one. Okay. Here we go. Number 4. Ten seconds, guys. 5, 4. We are 50-50. 2 people
Who
said
said
it's
who said
correct.
correct?
Did you say it's correct, Osama?
Yes, I said.
All right, then I'll let you explain this one.
Okay.
So,
First of all, had
yeah,
is one of the words.
it's auxiliary, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and it's include in the 3 words.
So what? Wait a minute. Yeah,
Had
it's
and should and
included.
were. Yes,
But give me where are the other parts? Had.
had been informed.
There you go.
Yes.
All right.
We subject.
Good.
This is the second clause, not the main.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's the conditional clause, right?
Yes.
So what's missing? We
No,
didn't.
it's correct.
Okay, but
the second formula
all right.
of conditional sentence.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It is correct. But
Yes.
where should the connector be?
If we
No.
had.
That's right.
Yes, because this is the conditional
Bingo.
clause.
That's right. That's exactly correct.
Yes.
There you go. Got it.
Mr. Wright, is that the second conditional sentence?
This formula is the third conditional.
Okay.
Look-
What
look-
about the third?
Everybody,
question?
let me point something to you. Okay. I used different colors for
Yeah.
each conditional. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I used blue for the third conditional, and I used green for the second. Okay. Then purple can be any conditional. Maybe it's the first or second or third. Okay.
Okay.
But the key here is in the third conditional, only this connector, or not connector, only this verb can be inverted in the third conditional. And in the second, only this one can invert in the second conditional. And in others, should. Okay? All right. So in this example down here, it's blue.
The third.
So this is the third conditional. Okay?
Yeah.
The third conditional. And where is the main clause?
We might have had something.
Exactly. All right, let's try number 5, guys. You ready? Okay. All right. Go ahead, start. See, Abdullah has joined us, but he might be confused because he missed the first part of the lesson. This is not simple.
I think
You got 10
Easy.
seconds, guys. Osama, everything is easy.
yes. even when I answer wrong.
Even when you answer wrong, it's easy.
Yes.
Okay. 5 seconds, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Jeannie, you're not going to answer? Hello, Jeannie. No, he's just listening. Or maybe he's not. Okay. 4 out of 5. So Abdullah's, what happened? I don't know. Okay. Everybody said it's incorrect. All right.
Yes.
So let me see. See, who did the last one? Who did number 4?
Not me.
So,
Oh, Harvey did that one, right? No, Assad, you
Yes.
did that one. And then you
no,
did
No, I said
Osama. Who did number 3?
he answered. It's
Me-
correct. I
me.
said it's incorrect.
Who did number
I
3?
did number 3 and Asad number
Al-Harbi did number 3
All
and-
right.
and Asad 4.
Asil, I'm gonna have you do number 5. Are you ready?
Okay,
Let's
yes.
let's find the verbs and subjects.
All the
Let's find the not the main clause, but the conditional clause. Can you find it?
help,
Sorry,
help,
I couldn't hear you.
help is the verb.
Help. Just
Yes.
help. Only help.
Could
So we have a modal, don't we? And could
Help.
plus
plus
Help.
help.
all right. Subject,
You
good. So where's the connector? Do you see it?
no
Okay, where should it be normally?
before could
Okay, so I'm going to put the asterisk here. What's the rule when you have no connector?
you must use should or had or were.
Yeah. So exactly. I think everybody said incorrect, right? Yeah. So how do I fix it? Can anyone make a suggestion?
Is it by add F and reverse the subject with the verb?
Yeah,
If
exactly.
Could
We should,
if you could help me?
yeah, exactly. You cannot remove the connector here, and you cannot invert. So read it correctly. Assad, you got it.
I would like to know if you could help me pack these boxes.
Bingo. Well done. You got it. All right, here we go. Next one, guys. Ready? Number 6. Start. 10 seconds, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, we're 50-50 again. 50-50. Al-Harbi, what's your choice?
Incorrect.
Incorrect? All right, I want you to do this one. Explain.
The conditional clause it starts from had not.
Okay. All right. And then
here the subject.
is that all? It just had not?
No, had not remembered.
Okay. Okay. And then
Here is the subject.
good. Okay. How about if connector?
We omitted the if. And
Where should I put it?
the place of had and return. had.
Replace it or
No,
in
the
front?
place of had
Okay. All right.
and return had to its main place.
Now you said it's correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Oh, you're right. So how do I fix it?
Delete not.
Don't change it from a negative to affirmative. We don't want to change from negative to affirmative. How do I fix it and still keep the negative? Anybody?
Return had to remember and put if.
Is it necessary to put the connector?
Yes.
You sure? What do you think, Osama? What's your opinion?
What's the question?
How can we fix this?
If he had not remembered. But I have another question.
Wait, but that is if with the connector, but without the connector. I want to do
He
this
wouldn't.
without
He
the
wouldn't
connector.
have been.
I want to do this without the connector.
I wouldn't. He wouldn't have been in big
No.
trouble had.
No.
Okay, another.
Is it correct to put not in the clause that we replaced if on it with the auxiliary?
You can make it negative, but what is the important thing?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Weren't.
There you go, guys.
Why?
Had he not remembered, you must put the subject directly after the auxiliary. You got it?
Yes.
I think
That's-
it's confusing skill because we don't know the conditional sentence.
When you don't
But
know the
why?
condition, when you don't know the conditional formula, yes, it makes it more difficult.
Why not after after the subject?
Because this is how we invert. When we invert, you put had, should, or were first, then directly the subject. Directly, okay? This is the rule. Had, should, or were, okay? Now, remember, you omit the if connector. Had, should, were, plus the subject directly, okay? The problem is here, had not, he is the problem. That the order is wrong, okay? Let's try another one, guys. 7. Let's see if maybe we can get the next one. 100%. Go. Ten seconds, guys. 5, 4,
Is there a trick in this question?
2. Oh, that's everybody's answered. Oh, we got 3 and 1. All right. Who said it's incorrect?
Not me.
Osama?
No,
Is
no,
that
not
you?
me. I said correct.
No? Who said it incorrect? Come on, don't be shy. You
Be
might.
honest.
You
Me.
might. Asil, okay. All right, let's take a look at it, Asil. Let's start at the beginning. What do we have at the beginning?
If your friends come to visit,
Yeah, what is it?
connector.
It's connector. Then
Then
your friends,
your friends, subjects.
subject,
Friends
come.
come, verb 1.
Right. Okay. So friends is the subject, come is the verb, come to visit. And then
Well,
all of this is the conditional clause, right? That's the conditional. Okay.
right.
And then where's the main clause?
Will they stay in the hotel or at your house?
Yeah, there's the conditional. But guess what? This example is correct. Why? After the comma, what comes after the comma? Will they stay in a hotel?
A question.
Ah,
That's why we reverse it.
that's right. We invert or reverse on the right side because it's a question. Yeah.
I didn't see the question mark.
Ah, and that's how you lose marks in the TOEFL. Just like
Yes.
that. All right. Next one, guys. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 8. Another easy one, Osama?
Yes, this is so easy
So
because you
easy.
explained it.
Okay.
And
Maybe
I wrote it down
Maybe I
in my
shouldn't.
paper here.
Maybe I shouldn't explain it so well. All right, guys. That's 4. Everybody agrees. Everybody agrees. All right.
Yes.
So let me see. Harvey, I think it's your turn to tell us about something.
Okay. The conditional starts from was.
The conditional starts from was, okay.
Okay.
Subject,
Subject here.
okay. And then
We don't have
something is missing. What's missing? If connector, right?
F connector.
Where should it be? The if connector.
The place of was
Not in the place, but well, yeah, just before it, right?
before it.
Yeah. Now you said it's incorrect. And why is that?
Because we need to use where, not was.
That is correct.
In
Yep.
any formal language, we use was. They use it.
That is right. That's exactly right. You got it. So, boom. All right. There you go. Are you ready? Let's do another one, guys. We've got 2 more. Here we go. Ten seconds, gentlemen. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. The end. Choose. Someone didn't choose. Oh no. Who just choose? Who just chose the last one at the last second? Who was that? Osama?
Yes.
It's too easy.
No, I haven't much time.
Oh, you weren't paying attention.
So
Okay.
I 1,
You
2,
ex-
3. This is
You
better.
you
Okay,
you
okay.
you explain this one.
Okay. I think it's correct, but
Ah,
because listen, Mr. Rich, I will explain. I will explain it with. We
Start
should
with-
put if you.
We'll start with the verb. Start with the
Okay.
verb.
Okay.
Give us the verb.
I would be.
Wait, not the main
the-
clause.
okay.
Don't start with the main clause. Start with the
Visit.
conditional.
Should visit.
Okay. Should
Yes, and visit.
visit. Okay. Subject.
You.
Okay. And then
And then it's correct because we can say if you should ever visit, and should is one of the 3 words that you give us.
Yep.
And yes,
so where normally
if
should
at the beginning.
if
Yes.
normally comes at the beginning. Yeah. This sentence is correct,
Yes.
gentlemen. Okay. Last one, guys. We'll see if you get this one. Here we go. Boom. See if we get 100% on this. Ten seconds, guys. Five, four, three, two, one. Choose now. Oh, everybody said it's correct. Assad, it's your turn.
Do you think that she would give the
Ah,
speech
One
where
second.
she?
I forgot to mention in number 9, where's the main clause in number 9, guys? The main clause?
I would be delighted to show you.
All right, good. Now let's do 10. So find
Okay,
the
where she is the connector.
all right.
Okay.
Well, it's not a connector, but the
Verb.
verb.
Reverse verb.
Is there only one part?
No. Do you think that it's
No,
about
that's
3
not what I
parts?
mean. That's not what I mean. I mean were is it a full verb or is it an auxiliary?
It's auxiliary here.
So find the rest of it.
Asked as the second
Good.
verb.
Yeah. And then any subject?
Do you think
Any
Huh?
subject there? Were
she
and asked.
subject.
Okay. Good. How about if connector?
In where place?
Before it, right?
Yeah.
And you said correct?
Yes, correct.
Bingo. It is correct.
Mr. Rich, it was tricky because when I first saw it, I thought the question mark referred to where she asked. So I thought it was incorrect. But at the end,
Then you thought about it.
yes, I thought and find out the question mark referred to do you think?
Exactly. Where's the main clause in this?
Do you think?
The first part, right?
Yes.
There you go. All right, gentlemen. And that is skill 18. So if you find it confusing, you can go back and watch. I'll upload this lesson and the other lessons tomorrow on YouTube, so you can review it if you have time. Okay, and you can also use the TOEFL program to
Yes.
practice. Okay.
Is the TOEFL exam harder than the TOEFL book?
Definitely.
And
But
easier
if I
than Chinese
understand the
TOEFL?
book,
Is
Chinese
it?
TOEFL.
Yes.
Yes. Chinese TOEFL is difficult, but the problem is there's no explanation.
Yes.
So make sure that you practice the skills and you can understand them first before you do the Chinese TOEFL, okay? Guys, have a nice night, and tomorrow I will do another skill.
Have a nice long weekend.
Well, I'm going to do lunch TOEFL or dinner TOEFL tomorrow. I'm going to do and on Saturday and Sunday. So
And-
I'll
we're
finish.
gonna come tomorrow
There you
and
go.
Saturday and Monday.
All right. But I'm going to sleep in tomorrow. So everybody have a nice night and sleep in.
Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye, guys.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rich. Goodbye.
Bye.